Another one of my experiences. Woke up in the middle of the night and figured I'd talk about it because it's starting to get a little bit hectic. So when things get like this, I like to talk about it, share my experience because I'm sure I'm not the only one not the only one experiencing it, and a lot of people will probably not understand it. So I have this episode about abilities and knowing how to use them and knowing how to properly use them and utilize them in the proper way. A lot of people that I help, my wife and I actually help people for already over 2 years. And we understood a lot in life and started becoming very aware, And we started understanding our abilities and clarity and so forth. So we chose to help people. We chose to use our knowing and our way of helping people out by helping them understand their own situation, And all these people, they come for help, they call for help, they, however they see the ad or whatever, they respond to it. And we offer many services, like, whether it's relationship guidance or learning how to deal with issues in life, mishaps, learning to let go, learning how to release the mental fog in your mind, learning how to understand toxicity and just basically like good advice that can get you out of a situation to where you can get moving on in life. And the purpose of all this is to have a better life. That's the whole goal of all this, is to have a better life. Like, I mean, straight up, like, there's no other way to put it. Like, because anybody that helps somebody, it's basically, we've all experienced bad. We've all done something negative in our life. We have all accumulated our own bad deeds or things that we have done. And, we all get picked on. We all pick on people. We all get called names. We all call people names. Life is a learning lesson. So, basically, everybody's going to have their buildup of bad. We all experience the bad. Like, and that's why we help people, is because we understood it. We understood what is bad and what is good. Like, we all have common sense. We all know, like, hey, if there's something bad at the convenience store and we know not to buy it, it's like that's a choice. You have to learn from it, whether it's like cigarettes or alcohol, whatever it is, right? That's the norm. But I'm talking about decision making and things that put people on a pattern system that they don't understand, they don't comprehend, they're not aware of it, And so people call our services, and we're there to help them, And the priority goal is to help them. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's what we do. And so it's been about 2.5 years. And I gotta say, like, when you're on that path of doing self-care work, self-improvement, self-love, trying to better yourself, trying to get out of a pattern system, anything that's going to send you in that proper direction of not allowing the negativity that has affected you in life. When you're doing all those things, it's like You like. So, the pattern system that people get stuck in or people are trying to break the cycle of, like, it gets complicated and we can understand it. So, lately, what's been happening, I mean, it's been about 2.5 years, okay? And we've probably helped over, I want to say almost 1,000 people, if not more. Accuracy rate, I would love to say 100% and brag about it, but I'll go with that 95, 96%, even though it's probably 100%. Now, that 100% would be understanding their issues, understanding the pattern system, understanding that, you're ready to start improving, and it's like an option, a good or bad path, right? And so it's common sense that if you're on a pattern system and you're wanting help, that it can easily be predicted that if you know you shouldn't be doing something, or you're having that doubt of knowing that you're going to get yourself in a very violent situation or caught up, it's like, if you do not know the self-care process, then your chances are very slim to none. But like, you're going into something and you're going to get lost doing it. Now, that's not saying that that's how it's going to be. No, you got to give your efforts and all that. But it will give you more of an idea or an insight of like, hey, I can have these things I can do to better myself in the choice I'm making, whether it's good or bad, right? So you also have that getting help thing, right? And so you're basically allowing yourself to understand the pattern system so you can choose to take these things that have affected your pattern system and understand them and put them to the side and say like, hey, I'm working on this. I ain't doing this again. I'm bettering myself. I'm trying to do this, whether it's a relationship, job, whatever it is. Okay. Now, when it comes to these things, like, we're all going to receive like some type of clarity, like something is basically, they call it a release. Is it a release? It's called understanding. It's called, I'm able to let go of that thought because I understood it properly and I was able to think about it properly. And so the way that the understanding works, it's like an instant aha to where it's just a relief. And I can't tell you enough that most people, when they have this instant relief, it's like, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't look at it like that. I never, ever understood it of that point of view, right? And they just have that wow. Okay, so these things come with like clarity, right? And when you get clarity, it's like you're allowing yourself to have less problems in life. Because that's the purpose of helping, right? For people to enjoy life a little bit better. So it's not all cluttery. They don't have all these random thoughts going through their mind. And they don't have to like go all day. They don't have to just keep going and worrying, all that negative stuff. They can do less of that. So the more lesser of these worries or whatever it is, they're able to have some type of clarity. Okay? And yes, it's natural. It helps a lot of people. When this happens, we're all human, and our bodies function differently. It's called, being awakened, or having awareness, or basically thinking different. Because a simple way to put it is somewhere like, those days where you're kind of just like walking or you're going to work and you're like just kind of gazing and it's like, what am I going to do? Okay. So you have those moments, but they're supposed to end up becoming better. It's where you can actually think better because you have less worries and you just keep on moving on. So with this, it's called understanding yourself. So you're able to understand how good it feels, how decent it feels. You're able to understand the difference between I've had crap on my shoulders for this long, and now I'm able to think less of it. Okay? So what happens is that you end up discovering little things about yourself that they call abilities. And all those come with responsibilities. Like, it's not a gift. It is not a gift. It is something that you did for yourself. It is priceless. It did not cost anything other than the service. And I always advise people, do not even put a dollar price to this. Why? Because even though people pay for it, it wasn't me that did it. I just gave you advice and helped you. And unfortunately, we all have to live. So it's like, services, this, and that. But what it comes down to, since this is helping the psyche, it's like give credit where credit is due because you took the initiative to fix these things yourself. Just like anybody else gets advice in this world. We all get advice. No matter what you do in life, you're going to ask somebody something and get advice. So I always, it sounds crazy, but it's like I always try to advise people, like, do not think about the money. Because when it comes to this, it's like you literally have to give yourself the credit. You don't want to say like, oh, this person, it was such a good service. Like, it's awesome to give like a recommendation or whatever it is, but you don't want to give the person that's helping you the initiative credit because you did it yourself. Okay? And so we have other people or clients or whatever, they discover their little talents and stuff. They discover the way their body works, and they're able to have their own uniqueness of their own way. And this is interesting because this is going to be set aside from what is natural and what they were able to turn negative into a positive. Meaning, these people are using their own abilities of their human natural self, and they are able to utilize what wasn't good and use that in a very good, positive way. No matter what, different situations, different people, different abilities. But it's interesting because the human body only has so many abilities. But when it comes into the situation that they were able to utilize their own negative technique and put it into a positive technique, that shit's amazing. And so, with that being said, it's like we run into a lot of situations where it's like, you don't see them anymore. You have no contact with them anymore. They might come here and there, get the help, get the advice, get the service, get the reading, whatever it is that they're wanting to get. And time goes on. So, lately, it's like interesting because I've been noticing some things. And it's like I'm usually one to kind of like stay quiet, express what I know, and utilize my own knowledge in a very unique, different way. In this episode, this recording, I'm just going to throw it out there. And I'm just going to be straight up. Like, I'm going to be real with it. Because these are things that people would kind of ignore and shake their head and be like, oh, okay. because they think it's unrealistic. But no, this is as real as it gets. This is as real as it gets. Like, you drive everywhere, yeah, they're psychics. You get advertised, yeah, they're psychics. Yeah, every freaking state, there's a psychic. Is it that popular? No, not really. But what is popular? Consciousness, awareness, which is very similar to a psychic. That's why I call them abilities. Because a psychic is like, the word pretty much is like overrated. But when it comes to naturality, when it comes to science, when it comes to the universe, when it comes to the way the solar system works, when it comes to the way our brain works, to the way our body works, to the way everything, to the way society works, like, it's natural. You discover your own abilities, you know? And so I've been doing these recordings. I've been getting more out there. I kind of lost, a little bit of time doing things, so I put things to the side. So I'm starting to record podcasts all over again. And most interesting thing about abilities is the telepathic communication that comes with it. Like, knowing what energy is. Like, knowing that energy basically is like, it's supposed to be a naturalness of it. It's like when you see telephone lines, or you see, like telephone line, like it's instantly common sense. Like, that's electricity flowing through it. And it's connected from each house to each house to each house. But when you see like a antenna tower or a satellite, it's like there's no wire, right? You could put your hand in front of that satellite and you're not going to feel nothing. But that satellite's connected to another satellite in outer space. And you're not going to feel that energy in between it. So telepathic wise, it's like not involved in that type of weird magnetic energy. So we have different type of energy. There's probably like 12 to 15 different type of energies that is here, in life. And so there's many abilities that are commonly viewed on Google. And telepathic wise, that's one of them. And so one energy that I've been experiencing lately is a magnetic pull energy. And it's like, where did this come from? I know it ain't mine. Like, I know I haven't been affiliated with people. I know I've been isolated doing my thing. Like, how come I can feel the pull and the push? It's like, I know when I meditate or when I'm sleeping or whatever, like, I ain't even manifesting. So, what's been happening lately is people have been wrongfully trying to, I guess, somewhat connect with me. So I've understood that since it is a blindsided connect, it's a wrongful connect. They don't understand that it's almost like an intruder that's trying to step into my mind. Okay? Why am I doing this show? Because I know there's people I've helped out there that are probably experiencing the same thing. And so it's interesting to know what's going on. Being intuitive. Having the knowing of the energy that isn't mine. Why? Because I know it's not my thought. I know it ain't my thought. If I know what I'm going to do during the day, And I know exactly what step of direction I'm stepping in. I know it ain't my thought if something tells me different. And as soon as I push this energy away from me, I don't have that something different that I'm thinking. Because that other thinking is a facade. I've tested this. I've tested it many times. It's like reaching for a bottle of water and something telling you don't drink it. But I know I just bought that water and it's brand new, and water is good for us. So how you going to tell me not to drink it through some energy? Energy ain't even supposed to be talked through. Not this type of energy that I can easily push away. That feels pretty freaking awkward. And understanding it and studying it, it's a magnetic energy. And so, things go on, crap happens, blah, blah, blah. It's like different techniques happen. Imagery. Some people will say, "Oh, you can see psychically." Okay. Know the difference between seeing psychically and wanting to appear an image with energy. So yes, you can appear an image with energy, I've understood. Which was my last experience of abilities. Notice how I didn't say my abilities, because I understood my abilities before I witnessed this. And so when I started seeing an image with the energy, I was like, I know my own visions. It's kind of interesting. And so, I live my life. It's like I do the natural things. At first it was like, okay, I know I help people. And I know this kind of stuff happens. And so, at first it's like, give the proper advice and like be on your way. It's like a past regression or some type of guidance or assistance. And it's like, okay, you can get on your way now. You give them the proper advice, move on. You did your deed. You can help them and tell them to go on, or whatever. And so I've been experiencing them not moving on because they don't want to move on, because they want to blame. They want to come up with every excuse underneath the window, any excuse, to say, like this was you. And it was like, hold up. Like I was intruded on. And things come and go. And it's like interesting. Because the person that teaches a whole lot was like, I can look this up, which I did, which was discovering the energy. And not really liking it, because I knew it was an intrusion of energy. And it's not a natural energy. Like it's something that doesn't build up naturally. They built it up through thought. They built it up through a manifestation. And they're giving people manifestations. That's what they don't understand. Is that they're intruding on other people. So know the difference between manifesting and manifestation. Because manifesting is being able to figure out like what you want to do in life, what what you're deciding on. You're kind of scheduling. It's like if you have to get a new car, then you're going to start saving for that car. That's manifesting, right? Or you're going to do extra things in life to get that new car. That's manifesting. And then and be aware. Because if you use the word manifestation, then it's pretty much, pretty close to a percentile that somebody's manifesting you. especially if you haven't got no like good advice or help from the person, and you're like, whoa, hold up. So be careful, because there's some awkward crap going around. And I know it's 2022. And I know the time era and the technology is getting different out there. But what people never understood is the mental war that's been going on, because consciousness and awareness is becoming very popular. People get jealous. People get jealous of people's manifesting. Meaning they're doing good in life. They're doing proper in life. They discovered something of themselves. They were able to let it go. They were able to work. They were able to have a clearer mind when living their life. And then people get jealous because they're like, how are you doing it? Like, I don't get it how this person does it. Like, how does this person work from home? How come this person don't have a 9 to 5? Like, you'll run into a lot of that. Because when it comes to consciousness and awareness and realizing and having all this awareness, it's like you start realizing that you can do your own thing. Why? Because it takes you out of a system. It helps you, it allows yourself to understand. And so you have people that get jealous. And they're like, how come this person has that ability? I don't have that ability. Well, damn. It's simple. It's like either there's an age difference, or this person put into work, or this person didn't want to put into work, or this person decided to blame, but this person decided to forgive and understand. But this one wanted to hold a grudge. So it's like, you know, like if you're going to have like a friend out there that's going to hold some certain thing against you, it's like, you know, be careful. Be careful how you approach helping them, because you might not be helping them. You might be giving them a way to help them put you down. Because that's what I've been experiencing lately. So other people that I have helped, I'm going to tell you right now that this is going around. And it's going to be understood because I'm pretty sure it's been experienced. I just know it has. They're using other people's abilities. It's like a pass-off. It's the wrong way to use an ability. It's the wrong way to connect with the person. It is intrusion. It is completely nonsense. So, out of these so many people that we've helped, it's like, you can remember some here and there, right? It's like, you're able to, you know, you're able to say like, hey, I helped this person, you know. It's kind of interesting because I've kind of done similar things to where it's like, you know, I've helped this person, or I've helped this person with, and they kind of had a similar issue. And they benefited from this, right? And it's like, okay. Those things are common. It's just like my friend bought this from the store. It's a cool little device. It's on sale. Sale ends in 2 days. So logical thinking. That there's probably 1 billion people out there that say something like that. Or, hey, I got this one from this place. Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that? Oh, I got it from here. So it's like, how come this ain't happening to everybody? No, it's happening to the people that are becoming clarity. It's happening to the people that we've helped. Why? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How is somebody going to try to psychically connect with negative energy and try to read somebody's mind the incorrect way to try to get an insight on somebody that has been helped 2 years ago, or a year ago, or 6 months ago, to use them Why? What's the jealousy tendency behind it? Because know what spirituality is. Spirituality just ain't a religion because it might mean a religion to some people. But spirituality, it's about discovering yourself. It's about independence. It's about independence. It's about self-care, self-love. Learning how to properly better yourself. It ain't got a damn thing to do with the next person. What does have to do with the next person is how we treat them. Having empathy, having sympathy. Understanding what empathy is. Understanding what caring is. Understanding what a helping hand is. Like all that stuff. So, understand what spirituality is. Because it all starts with yourself. And so when you get into understanding spirituality, is it really what you think it is? Because all these people that we've helped, they do it for their families. They do it to better themselves. They do it because they want a better job. Because they want to provide for their kids better than what they were. So understand what spirituality is. And understand what a person could be jealous of. Which probably isn't even the spiritual side of it. Because when it comes to bettering yourself, then you're doing better in life. And the next person that could be toxic in your life, whether it's a friend or a friend of a friend, or whatever, whoever it is, they're going to be jealous. They're going to have some type of vindictiveness towards it because I've experienced it one too many times. And there's only so much you can do. Like, you can offer a helping hand. You can say, hey, have a conversation. Like, is there anything I can help you with or whatever? But mostly important of it all is be careful and be aware of the ones you're helping. Because sometimes those people don't want help. They just want to experience the ability of it. They want to experience what being a psychic is. They want to experience what having an ability is. Well, first of all, having the ability or having anything that comes with it, it's empathicness. Why? Because you're going to pick up someone's emotions. And it's not like you're going to overtake them. No. It's because when two people conversate, they're either nervous or they're not. You're going to see features. You're going to see mannerisms. You're going to see gestures. You're going to see all types of things. And you're going to use your own knowing instead of theirs. Because why? It's self-care. That's why it's important for the person to obtain credit themselves. So when you help someone and they say thank you, it's like, no. Thank yourself. Because you did the work. I only gave you advice. You can understand their thank you. But it's like, always keep in mind that it's self-care. So you want to be able to let that other person acknowledge to thank themselves. That's what a lot of people aren't understanding. And you're going to run into those people that don't even care about it. They're going to want that ability part. And those are the people you need to steer clear of. Because some people think it's a damn movie. Like, some people think it's like not too much of a serious thing. They think it's like show and tell and stuff. And so show and tell with an ability? Like, there's something wrong with that. Why this is happening? I don't know. What to do about it? Not sure. But I'm starting right now because it has upset me. And this is the perfect way to explain it because people can judge it themselves. So understand when you have an intrusion, understand when something's going on, something don't feel right, understanding when your emotions change, understanding when you're being mentally manipulated, understand all those things. Understand when your whole perspective of what you like has changed. Understand that what you're going through is different than what you have gone through. To everything. Understand when you need help. Because now there's two ways of help in this field. Is the help we do offer through services, but also understand when you need help with this, what's being heard right now. Because this is a whole nother type of help. This is a whole nother type of, you don't want to talk to too many people about it because they're not going to understand it. But please do, because it's real. Society makes it seem crazy, but I guarantee you, it's a lawful manner. Do they advertise it? Do they push it into an effect to where it's a known law? Nope. Because it's hidden. Understand that it is legal to talk about this crap. It is very legal. Because that's what people think it is. They think it's crap. But it's actually real. And this crap helps people. So it's not really crap. It's not a gift. It's people actually putting their passion into it. Putting their like of what they're doing into it. It's like going that extra mile to help somebody. It's a priceless thing. So know how to handle it. Know how to deal with it. Know how to understand it. Know what to do, know what not to do. Know how to talk about it. Know how to defend it. Know how to defend yourself from it. These things have been going on. I don't know. Been getting more heavier and heavier lately. I want to say about 4 or 5 months. It's like they'll take advantage of that weakest situation that has happened or occurred in your life. Why? Because the clarity. They want that clarity. They want to wrongfully get it. Some people want to wrongfully heal. Why? Because they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to go through the process. They don't want to take the steps. They want to take the shortcuts. You can't take the shortcut. You have to do it properly. You have to maintain it. You have to understand it. You're going to have your ups and downs. You have to get back in the thought process and the back into the knowing of. Having that realization. Like, damn, I've been tampered with. I need to let this go. Not hold a grudge. Not be jealous about it. Not try to give back the wrong way. Because you can't. Because it keeps on going. Keeps on going. For anybody to be doing these negative things, it's like common sense. If you're doing something negative, and it's in this type of way, you're putting your thought into it. You're manifesting, meaning somebody's getting a manifestation. And whatever technique you're using, you're putting your thought into it. And so you're getting caught up somehow, some way. So why be jealous? Why blame somebody? Why waste your damn time putting your efforts into hating, into not liking? Why put your efforts into that? It's a waste of time. That's why I put my efforts into helping the proper way. And that's what most people should be doing. It doesn't serve any purpose to blame. It doesn't serve any purpose. Like, you got your own things going on in life. Allow yourself to try to make it right. Allow yourself to try to fix it. Allow yourself to find a solution. Allow yourself. Instead of relying on somebody. Especially if you know all about this. If you don't, check it out. Get the help. Get the service. There's many people out there that offer these services the proper way. Take the time out to give it a try. Self-caring, self-loving, all this stuff. There's all sorts of everything going on. Get in the right process. Like, other than that, it's like one or the other, you know? So, always remember, it doesn't serve a purpose to blame. It doesn't do nothing. At the end of the day, it's affecting the person that's blaming, and it's like the person that's being affected, it's like, yeah, momentarily, but at the same time, it's like, if you know it ain't yours, of what they're trying to send you, psychically wise or Reiki wise, whatever it is, it's like, that passes. But if that person keeps on blaming, it's like, maybe the blame will stop when they stop doing. Because when somebody wrongfully connects with you, even if it's in a spy type of way, it's like, why'd you connect with them in the first place? Because you're going to get a different response. Who are you going to get the response from? The person they may be connected with? The people they love in their household? Like, think about it. You're not going to get what you want from it. It's just a round and round and round of crap. Doesn't serve no purpose. So be aware. Understand. There's a proper way to live. Do good. Do proper. Like I said, many people we help, they got this unique talent. And they can turn that thing that they learned from into something great. Know what your ability is. Know how to utilize it. Respect it. Respect other people. So be aware. I'm going to be doing more of these. I'm going to do more and more and more of these. Because like I said, this era of time, it's like there's a lot of this going around. It's consciousness. It's people trying to better themselves. Society's building. Every city's building up. And these are things people really don't talk about. But I have literally seen the effect and what it does and what it causes. So, be aware and look out for the next episode.